like, oh yeah, usually I like to show this one. It's like, boom. Gives you that nice graphic situation. And we're streaming live from the mobile device. And I find it to be a little bit more fun. You can kind of get away with some stuff. But of course I'm just sitting on the couch because it's COVID. So, I mean, what else are you going to do? You know? I'm not sure what Tekken 7 is, but it sounds interesting. I almost kind of like to go.
If you're stuck at home like me, you.
That's an ad. Numerology. A lot of people are into numerology. I don't know about you.
Hey y'all, I'm Rachel, and I want to tell you how I've been staying sane in the midst of a global pandemic. I've been using better.
It's more ads than it is my friends, you know? Like, Facebook is truly. Wow, the guy's got a crazy looking outfit there.
Bald ist das Vent.
Just another ad. A lot of people have been talking about Sweden and their situation. Guy with a stick, right? But you know, I think the pyramids, as far as the pyramids go, you have these megalithic blocks of stone. Not that easy to move, and the fact that they were moved long distances and placed in such particular, you know, ways that aligned with the galactical, rotational, you know, astronomical measurements. That's what's crazy about it, the pyramids.
Create your future as
Blue angels, blue angels. Everybody think about the blue angels. Jets are pretty cool though. I do enjoy thinking about cryojets. Things related to that sort of technology. It's really interesting to me. Wow.
it's so close.
God. Yeah. That's just sad.
Basically.
Never sponsored ads, just advertisement. And that's how, I guess, how Facebook is making so much money. And it's like, I wish, maybe, you know, because we have YouTube's premium version, maybe there should be a premium version of Facebook. I'd pay it to never see an ad again on Facebook. I totally would. I think I like this guy. This guy's cool.
Beautiful people of acid math. How we feeling out there in the world? Welcome everybody to KW Funk FM. We're being vulnerable today. Vulnerable. We're asking the question, do you ever feel like a prisoner or a slave to your own thoughts, emotions? I would like to know, acid math. What can we do to overcome? What can we do to become equanimous, have that equanimity, or the balance, everybody? We're looking for the balance. How can we detach from thoughts and emotions and not take ourselves so seriously? This is what I'm asking myself.
And now for my next number.
Because I know I'm not the only one.
Ooh, it's another tiny house fan. I love those. Where's the bed at, though? In case you don't really need one. Or maybe they put it down. The bed takes up so much space, it's like you might as well have it sort of compact and able to unfold. Oh, that's so cool. That was like the coolest thing ever. So dope.
When it comes to trimming your
I'm
balls,
not really getting a lot of information as far as news or anything from Facebook today. I feel like they've really got a hold on what comes out of your news feed, and I really like to think about that a lot because, you know, I kind of want to be in control of my own news feed in a way. I mean, like, first of all, I mean, what's the crypto market doing, you know? I gotta turn my do not disturb on. Hold on. Usually, there it is. Anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, see, here's Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, and then Neptune's over here. We have no balance in our solar system, and I've been warning to be on the lookout for earthquakes and volcanoes, and an uptick this year, all year. And just yesterday, I was warning about, due to the lockdown situation and the lack of petroleum consumption and extraction, that we would need to be on super duper high alert for earthquakes and volcanoes now. And while I was sleeping earlier this morning, a 6.5 magnitude earthquake hit southwest Nevada. Multiple aftershocks have been felt, some around as high as 5.0. And one thing you always want to look for when you're considering earthquakes is the depth. And these were shallow, 5.8 kilometers, 7 kilometers, 1 kilometer, 13 kilometers. So now we've seen that area have 59 or 89 earthquakes in a short amount of time. Who has the Elon Musk underground tunneling program, mole man, hours after Elon Musk, collection of universities, corporations. But there are underground tunnels in the United. You know, when they had the nuclear war scares, they created a lot of underground.
Always on the lookout for what's going on with earthquakes and hurricanes. I wanted to see if I can spot some. It's like there's 2 tropical storms going on right now. And it's just like not even coming up in my feed. It's like, you know.
A trio of Thursday trouble. Mother Nature unleashing heavy rain that left cars swimming in the roads in parts of Texas. In Missouri, damaging hail the size of marbles, pelting backyard furniture, and raging brush fires in Florida, burning 8,000 acres as crews rush to contain the flames. Today, Mother Nature is reloading the atmosphere, firing up heavy rain that spans more than 2,000 miles from the Rio Grande all the way up into New England. Dangerous severe weather construct damaging wind, hail, and possible tornadoes in some of these areas that had freeze warnings yesterday. And, of course, flash flooding. We've got that. And that has been an ongoing problem in Chicago, in Louisiana, in Missouri. There are many states that are dealing with flood problems, even as we talk this morning. Hello, everyone. Flash flooding.
I didn't know it was about to
and that has
rain
been an ongoing
super
problem
hard
in
up in
Chicago, in Louisiana, in Missouri. There are many states that are dealing with flood problems, even as we talk this morning. Hello, everybody, and welcome to AMHQ. This Friday, May 15th. Jim, Jen, and Reynolds here to get you into your weekend. A strong line of thunderstorms still charging through the Midwest right now. Chicago has had tremendous rainfall, flooding issues in and around the city, over 4 inches, making it the wettest day in May in history.
It's important to know. So if it rains, that means, see, I need to make a phone call. I gotta check on some stuff, make sure everything's locked down. Rain's no joke around here sometimes, you know, when we get the tornado weather. There's been a lot of stuff going on with that, so we gotta watch out. What else is going on? See, it's just the feeds. It's just not as cool as it used to be. What is Obamagate? I can't play Trevor Noah on here. They did give us a... I think I can play this.
Family will have this display, and no other smartphone company can have it before the end of this year because Samsung wants to keep the tech for themselves for at least 6 months. But turns out Samsung will also keep this tech just for the larger Galaxy Note 20 model. According to Ross Young, the smaller Galaxy Note 20 will not have the LTPO display technology, and most importantly, will not have the 120Hz display either. Instead, the display will be 60Hz with LTPS technology. Only the Galaxy Note 20 Plus is getting 120Hz with LTPO display. Why? Ross Young explains the reason for this move is to bring the cost down. Samsung has the Galaxy Note Lite for such a user group, so this downgrade doesn't make sense in my eyes unless if they price it around $750, then I think people will be fine with that. In any case, the hardcore Note fans are not even going to bother looking at the Galaxy Note 20. They want the latest and greatest that provides the best experience, and the Galaxy Note 20 Plus is where the best experience is at. Also, Ross Young confirms the processor on the Note 20. It's going to be the Snapdragon 865 for the US, Canada, and China, and the new Exynos 990 for the rest of the world. This new Exynos chipset is made on a 6nm process, which is better than the 7nm process of Snapdragon 865, but considering the history of Exynos versus Snapdragon performance, I would say the 992 should give an equal performance compared to the Snapdragon 865.
Wow, look how that robot's doing the testing of the phone. I love that.
So in the US, there are ostensibly 2 options for smartphone buyers: iPhones and premium Samsung flagships. Sure, there are other brands and product lines available, but generally US consumers have always gravitated to one of these 2 categories. So you would expect either of these brands' flagship phones to dominate the best-selling chart in the US, but that's not really the case this time. In Q1 of this year, iPhone 11, 11 Pro Max, and iPhone XR took the first 3 spots, which were kinda expected, but the number 4 and 5 are not. Instead of Samsung's main flagship, the Galaxy S20, it's the Galaxy A line of phones. The A10e and A20 are at the top 5, which gives more credence to the belief that people aren't spending more money than what's necessary on a smartphone these days. Samsung's strategy of throwing in everything but the kitchen sink and then charging astronomical prices for it will not work anymore, and it's time they should understand it before someone else takes their place. Of course, let me know what you think about this down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow.
The super
Peace out.
expensive, ultra awesome version, so that I can, so that I can grab that one, because I'm not trying to get that normal ass bullshit. He's picking 1 million people to go to Mars. Mandalorian Season 2 confirmed. That's great. Oh, here's another tutorial. I was just talking about how to stream on OBS earlier, but I deleted it. I don't want anyone to know except for me. And then, let's see what's going on.
By our own,
Live
it will be
news.
survival, and because of that, it will be...
Bruno, you mentioned earlier there that, not all jobs may recover. Do we have any idea of what percentage of permanent job loss are we looking at?
It's very difficult, but if we just take the tourism industry, which is about 12% of GDP in Europe, and we just look back at what could potentially happen in 2020, let's say that the 2 first months were okay, 10% of GDP will be lost in tourism in the worst potential case. That will have a huge damage to airlines recovering. So only that industry, if we zoom into one of the most affected industries because of the crisis, will have a long term to recover. Before we go back to the normal employment in airlines, for example, I think we could go back or all the way up to 2022. And by then, a lot of airlines might go bankrupt and have permanent damage to their employment.
We're hearing song numbers like that, 2022, 2023, for different sectors of the economy. Now that we're still not sure, there's talk about, will there be a second wave? Will there be even a third or fourth or beyond wave? Do we have any idea how long recovery will take?
Your guess is as good as mine, I suppose, at this point. Really,
No, we want you to have all the answers.
it's like we don't know how long the recovery. Well, of course nobody. I mean, it's a multifaceted. There's like 7 billion people. We all have our own individual, respective free wills. You know, so. But we're all entrapped into this debt-based monetary scam together. We all, most of us anyway, agree to continue to submit to that. So as long as we do that, then I guess we'll just go through the motions and go through the waves of the ups and downs of the debt-based economy, because there always will be waves, and there always will be a devaluation of currency. So, you know, and unless we reform our world economy and do it a little differently, which I think would probably be a good idea. But anyway, I'm gonna do one match. Hold on, real quick, cause I gotta play. I mean, I gotta just keep doing it, cause it's so awesome that I can just play this game, from the mobile, and like run that at the same time. It's just totally dope. I kind of wanted to see what all I can see in the Streamlabs. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick, cause I've got my settings. I probably can't access. Okay, so it says we're doing 1080, 30 frames. I'm going to bump that up to 60 if I can. I might have to change the camera settings. We got the 4 megabytes a second. We can switch between cameras if we want. So I want to actually pay. I think I'm going to pay for the pro version of this app and see what it unlocks, and just try to find out what's going on with that next. But first I'm going to play one match real quick just to kind of keep the vibe going, because I was really having a good time playing Call of Duty from my mobile phone. I mean, I was gonna do ranks too. I was just getting started in the ranked matches, so let's see how hard I can go. We'll do one match and then we'll move on with our day.
Test match.
Here we go. I hate waiting for the loading. It's just like
Reloading.
target practice here with the teammate. Alright, here we go. Here's the real thing. You can hear somebody talking. I always keep my mic off, but the mic's full. And you can team up with your friends. So if anybody's trying to get on this game,
Yeah, no, she told me.
I'm gonna mute the team. But if anybody's got like a, you know, a fast phone, you want to try this game out and jump on the team, I'll have to put my username on there. How'd they get behind me? Alright, hold on.
We lost the lead. We tied for the lead. We've taken the lead.
No! They've really been sneaking up on me.
Reloading. Cover me. I'm down.
I didn't want to go to the stupid grenade. Can I not get out of the grenade mode? You know what?
Grenade out!
Okay, this guy's not really paying attention. Looks like my team's actually kicking a lot of ass, which is good because I'm kind of slacking.
I got shot! UAV recon ready for deployment.
Look at that fucking...
UAV online. Friendly Shock RC is coming.
Oh, he got me.
Friendly Shock RC has been destroyed. Recon standing by. Recon is standing by.
There's too many of them.
UAV online.
Oh, here we go. Hold it. Alright, I gotta get somebody. Got him. Dynamite. I didn't know there was going to be two of them.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Friendly Shock RC is coming. Friendly Shock RC has been destroyed. Hunter-killer drone deployed. Keep on them. We're winning this one.
Oh.
Stealth chopper inbound. Got shot.
I'm not going to line up like that.
Cover me.
Ooh, I got him right before I died.
Killer drone on standby. Reloading.
Oh, the game's over. Alright, well that was a really fun match, you know, we really played. The team was great. I don't know if a chopper was shooting at people. I hate having to wait for the final kill cam. It's like, dude, I want to get out of here. Couldn't even get the high score, man.
Mission accomplished. Good work.
I am officially a level 1 veteran. Great. Can I? Okay. Cool. Well, anyway, I'm gonna jump off here. I just wanted to do a match real quick. Y'all have a wonderful day.